Tonight, the counteroffensive. Former President Trump's legal team slamming the House Democrats' impeachment case as an unconstitutional act of political vengeance.
This unprecedented effort is not about Democrats opposing political violence. It is about Democrats trying to disqualify their political opposition. It is constitutional cancel culture.
Countering the Democrats' portrayal of Mr. Trump's combative rhetoric and actions leading up to last month's riot, taking aim at their assertion that the former president's use of the word fight incited the crowd.
We fight like hell, and if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
No thinking person could seriously believe that the president's January 6th speech on the ellipse was in any way an incitement to violence or insurrection. The suggestion is patently absurd on its face.
Playing this montage of Democrats using the word too.
We're in the fight of our lives right now.
We fight like hell
to fight against the Trump administration.
Democrats are standing up to fight.
Every single one of you and every one of you. That's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. It's a word people use. But please stop the hypocrisy.
Just one of several times Mr. Trump's legal team rolled lengthy mashups of Democrats' words without context in defense of their client, with Democrats appearing to endorse violence.
In high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
But I think you need to go back and punch him in the face.
Feel like punching him.
Also highlighting Democrats challenging the legitimacy of recent elections.
If Stacey Abrams doesn't win in Georgia, they stole it. It's clear. It's clear. And I say that publicly, it's clear.
You can run the best campaign, you can even become the nominee, and you can have the election stolen from you.
To litigate questions of election integrity within this system is not incitement to resurrection. To claim that the president in any way wished, desired, or encouraged lawless or violent behavior is a preposterous and monstrous lie.
They say Mr. Trump could not have incited the siege because it was pre-planned, and argue Democrats ignored this key comment from the same speech before the riot.
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
The president's remarks explicitly encouraged those in attendance to exercise their rights peacefully and patriotically. Peaceful and patriotic protest is the very antithesis of a violent assault on the nation's capital.
But in a presentation where Mr. Trump's lawyers used less than 3 of their 16 hours, they made a series of false claims.
One of the first people arrested was a leader of Antifa.
In fact, none of the criminal complaints filed so far accuse anyone with being a follower of Antifa. And later, during the senator's question and answer session, Mr. Trump's lawyers were pressed whether the former president knew Vice President Pence had been evacuated from the Senate when he sent a tweet attacking him.
The answer is no. At no point was the president informed the vice president was in any danger.
But a Republican senator has said at the time he told Mr. Trump by phone that Pence had been rushed out. Democrats telling senators Mr. Trump is solely responsible for the riot.
That mob didn't come out of thin air. He spent week after week inciting his supporters to believe that their votes had been stolen.
But Mr. Trump's lawyers argue the Democrats never proved their case and that the Senate should acquit.
Like every other politically motivated witch hunt the left has engaged in over the past 4 years, this impeachment is completely divorced from the facts, the evidence, and the interests of the American people.
And late tonight, the Senate voted unanimously to award Capitol Police Officer Eugene Goodman the Congressional Gold Medal for his heroism last month. Goodman there in the chamber, as you see, receiving a standing ovation. Tomorrow, both sides will deliver their closing arguments in this trial, and we could have a verdict soon after.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.